Hi, this reading is for the sun sign of Taurus. They're really focusing for this new moon on the sun sign in Taurus and each sign, because there's been so much. There's been all these solar flares. There's been a very active solar season, and there's something about this moon that has everything to do with the sun. It will be a full moon on May 31st of 2026, and so this is an 18-month cycle. And so as we move into this next section of the way that the North Node moves, you've gone through pretty much your integration process, and now it is about you taking a step forward on something on your soul journey. And so what we're doing here is we're really going to look at where you're headed, because this moon, when it becomes a full moon, it will connect to the bullseye, the star of Aldebaran in Gemini. It's in the constellation Gemini because of the precession, the equinox, but it's about the target. It is about the target, is about knowing where you're going. This is so auspicious. And so over the course of the next 18 months, as the North Node processes through Pisces season, Taurus, what does that mean for you, right? And so if you want more on this new moon, over on Facebook, I will do those readings. But here they asked me to do this, and so you have the inheritance. And look, we have the labyrinth with the bull, the minotaur, right? We have this Saturn. Now Saturn is very activated by this new moon into the full moon cycle. It is definitely about where we're going, how we're heading there, what we're going to do along the way. But this is an inheritance. In this inheritance, we have fortune and enthusiasm, right? It is time to step up and step into that power, that thing that came through for you over the last 3 years, right? So you had the North Node moving through your sign, and that took 18 months, and now it's moved through Aries, the integration period, and now you're into the progressing forward, stepping into your inheritance with enthusiasm. We have the sun in Sag, which is where it is. We've got that sun in Leo. There's all this solar energy, right? And Saturn is right there helping you to find the power to understand what it is that you're going to use. So this is about working together with both your divine masculine and your divine feminine energy. So this moon at this degree point is about the golden-haired goddess of opportunity, right? This long-awaited change, things are coming in, right? This is coming in, and they just heard the chickens are coming home to roost. So there's a change, a move, a nesting, right? And so the chickens are coming home to roost. Sometimes it sounds like such a negative thing, but it doesn't feel like this. It feels more like returning back, almost like the salmon swimming back upstream. It's like getting to where it was, this long process of finding yourself again, of really stepping into your power. So with this, we have this balancing, right? This is about doing the work. There's two men in this deck, and this man is about the one, I'm ready to do the work, and this one is the feminine receptive energy. She is waiting with confidence, and she is the wealthy woman. This is the peasant man, right? This is the guy that rolls up his sleeves and gets down to the work, and this is the wealthy woman, and she is waiting. She knows that the opportunity is coming in. No wonder she feels so enthusiastic about what's moving forward for her. And so, first off, the first thing that they want you to really embrace with this optimistic new moon is the fact that things are moving in the direction that you most would enjoy, right? Like, be enthusiastic about what is happening right now in your life and where things are going. That's the first thing. So let's see, we've got mending, right? It's the chickens coming home to roost again. This mending, this chance to repair, to fix, right? He's rolling up his sleeves, getting down to work. There's this nest building thing, and this comes with the mending, right? And so the mending is where we forgive ourselves. This is where we forgive others. It feels like a mending of bridges, of situations, and again, the yin, the receptive energy of this defined feminine. So this is about receiving the healing, and also about rolling up your sleeves and doing the part of it that requires your participation. Thank you. Your participation in the whole process. And so over the course of the next 18 months, you have an opportunity to inheritance. Makes me feel like family things, right? To really heal in some way, but also mending, right? When we're talking about money, it could be that you may have suffered some kind of a financial downturn, and this is your chance to bring it back in. God, I love this. No, oh, wow. Wow. Okay. The yin and the yang, right? We're getting the yin and the yang right here with this male and this female, right? They're moving towards something. They're expecting it. They're anticipating it. He's ready to do the work, and she's ready to receive. And these are both you. These are both you. And out of this, we get this yin and the yang energy of freedom. You have the freedom to move forward on something in a much better way. But I love this, the unconditional love. Unconditional love. That's what it says. You just can't read it in this lighting. Okay, unconditional love. You are mending something within yourself or in your relationships with others. There's a wholeness that's coming in out of this, a big time wholeness. A coming home, right? This looks like a partnership developing, right? It's like the long awaited change, some kind of a knowingness that something is happening. So the stork, okay, so the stork always indicates a long time. So, right, it might take the full 18 months, but it's sitting on top of the church bells, and the church bells are ringing. And down below, you see the path, and the gateway is open, right? It's this anticipation of something new. While you have protection in the truth. You have protection in the truth. Don't be afraid to share your truth. The truth of who you are, the truth of whatever. Your truth matters. That's where this comes in. So, you have arrived at a sense of realization. It says, you have always known the root of these problems. Although the chicken's coming home to roost. Although you have reached a new outlook in your life, you continue to hesitate. Action and discipline is required. Stop procrastinating, right? The freedom to move forward on something that really matters to you towards something, right? The period of integration is wrapping up on the 13th of January. That's when that North Node moves. And so this period of integration has wrapped up, and then we have protection. You have the mountain. You are so protected in this process. Even though you feel uncertain about the things that are around you, you are surrounded and you are protected. You have the grandmother moon and the Lakota tribe. So I love it when Spirit gives me decks I know nothing about. Okay, the grandmother moon. That's the yin energy. And this Lakota tribe, this is, again, it feels like family or a community, right? It's how family doesn't necessarily mean the people that you were born. It could mean the family you're born into. It could mean the family you marry into. It could mean those things, right? But sometimes family is the family you create. So you're going to have to decide for yourself what that means. But this unconditional love, right? When we love ourselves unconditionally, we are so much more open to being able to receive love from others, right? And so that was probably part of your healing process, part of the mending process, part of that integration process was understanding your own value and your own worth, right? And so the grandmother moon says a shining example. Trust your feelings, right? It's the energy of things moving and shifting. The moon moves through its cycles, and it is a cycle of change. This has to do a lot with the wheel just moving in a direction for you. It's a gateway. It's number 11. It just feels like such a gateway number, like this open gateway that I see here. It's back here. That open gateway, like things, the bells ringing. Some major shift, and I bet you feel it. I bet you feel it, like there's been a big shift inside of you, right? Okay, so the Lakota tribe, it says your tribe, global friendships in the global village, the healing energy, of the Great Sioux Nation and the Lakota tribes. Speak of the ancient ways. Let me see here. What else does it have? It is the ruby red ray, the golden ray, and the black obsidian. Okay, so this is definitely about self-love, about being able to radiate love out, and about allowing the healing to come through. Your heart chakra, your base chakra, your sense of safety and security, right? And your heart stuff. It is about understanding that they have been going through a healing process, and now it is time to open up, to move yourself forward. You are protected as you move forward and you step into your truth, right? So don't hesitate. If there is someone you've been trying to reach out to that you want to reach out to, now's the time. If there's some kind of a move you've been wanting to make in your life because you're finished with one cycle and you're ready to move into the new cycle, when I see this lunar cycle thing, it is a wrapping up of something, and it may take the next 18 months for it to actually go through that process. No one's asking you to race forward, but they are asking you to feel the freedom of the change that is occurring in your life and to be able to step out onto that path. All right, Taurus, you take care. If you want to know more about this moon, head on over to Facebook. Link is in the description box.